Hi everyone, it's Miss Brenda. So we're going to do another speech lesson today. What we're going to do is read a News2you article, and then we're going to review at the end. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what we're reading, and pay attention because at the end we're going to do some questions. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. This should be it. Okay, it is. Okay, so we are going to read Irwin Family Helps Animals. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So, a famous family helps many wild animals. This family is the Irwin family, and they are from Australia. Some of you may know who the Irwin family is. We might have heard of Steve Irwin before. He was the crocodile hunter. But now it's just a show about the family, and they help the wild animals in Australia. The Irwin family has a TV show. The Irwin family owns a zoo called the Australia Zoo. So they don't live here in America. They live all the way across the world. They live in a different continent. They live in Australia. So I don't know if you've all have heard, but Australia had big wildfires in 2019, so last year, and 2020, this year. Wildfires burn quickly through the wilderness. Wildfires hurt many wild animals. The Irwin family wanted to help the animals, right? Because with all of these fires, all the animals were getting hurt. We don't want that. So they were being heroes and they decided to save all the animals. So the Irwin family brought the animals to the Australia Zoo. The Australia Zoo is in a place called Queensland, Australia. The Australia Zoo includes a hospital for wild animals. Doctors cared for the hurt animals at the hospital. So that's where we go when we get sick, right? Either to the doctors or to the hospital so we can get better. Same thing for animals. They go to an animal hospital. So some of these wild animals that were saved were koalas, bilbies, kangaroos, foxes, and platypuses. Those are all really cool animals, and they helped save those animals. So some of those animals were in the fire. So some of those animals had burns from the wildfires. Doctors gave medicine to the animals. Doctors care for the animals day and night. The Irwin family helped care for the animals too. So together, they have helped more than 90,000 animals. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of animals that they helped save. So they work together. The doctors and the Irwin family, they all work together to help save the animals. The Irwin family has helped animals for many years. A famous zookeeper was part of the Irwin family. That zookeeper was Steve Irwin. He's the guy that I talked about before. He was a crocodile hunter. Steve helped animals his whole life. And Steve passed away in 2006. The Irwin family continues to help animals. That means that they are still helping animals. The word continues means that they still are doing that. The Irwin family includes Steve's wife, Terry Irwin. Steve and Terry have 2 kids. They have a daughter, Bindi Irwin, who is 21 years old, and they have a son, Robert Irwin, who is 16 years old. Okay, so the Irwin family started a TV show in 2018, so that was 2 years ago. And that TV is called Crikey. It's the Irwins. Crikey is something that people say in Australia. The TV show is about the Irwin family. The TV show films the Irwin family caring for the animals. It films the Irwin family helping animals around the world. The Irwin family loves animals. They care for the animals at the Australia Zoo. This is just a recap. The Irwin family helped animals after the Australia wildfires. They cared for the animals at the zoo hospital. Would you like to care for animals? Okay, and that's the end of our reading. So remember some key points here. We want to summarize. So we want to get the main idea of the story. So it was about the Irwin family. The Irwin family was from Australia. They helped wild animals. Why did they help the wild animals? Because they were hurt in the wildfires. Some of these animals had burns, or if they weren't saved, these animals could have died. So together, the doctors and the Irwin family, remember, they worked together and they brought the animals to the zoo hospital to make sure that all the animals would get better. And they cared for those animals. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to pull up let me see what page it's on. Okay. Hold on one second, friends. Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay, so here's our review page. We're going to do one question at a time. Let me make it bigger so we only see one question. I guess I can't do it like that. Okay, we'll do it this way. That's close enough. Okay. So if you need to, as we're going through the questions, if you need to, pause the video if you need more time to answer your question, or if you forget something, which is fine, we all forget, you could just go back and re-listen to it. So first I'm going to go over all the questions. I'm not going to give you the answers. And then at the end, I'll give you the answers and you can see if you were right. Okay? So number one, what is this paper about? What do you think? Was this paper about sharing happiness? About Greta Thunberg and Earth? Or the Irwin family helps animals? Okay, so what was this story about? Those are your choices. Number two, who helps many wild animals? So that who word, we're looking for a person. Who helps many wild animals? The Irwin family, Susan B. Anthony, or Martin Luther King Jr.? So who helps wild animals? Okay, number three. Okay, so where is a place? Where did the Irwin family bring these animals? Did they bring them to the International Spy Museum, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, or the Australia Zoo? Number four. This is a where question again. So where means the place. Where is the Irwin family from? Are they from Iceland, Australia, or Taiwan? Where are they from? Two more questions. This is another where question, so we're looking for a place. Where did doctors care for the animals? So think about a place you would go to if you're sick or if you're hurt. School, hospital, or museum? So where did doctors care for the animals? Okay, And last ones. So these are some of the animals that they saved. It says, what, that's a thing, what are koalas and kangaroos? Are koalas and kangaroos wild animals, farm animals, or sea animals? Okay. So those were your questions. Now I'm going to go back up to number 1 and review them. Okay, like I said, if you need more time to answer them, it's fine. Pause the video or you can move it back and rewatch parts of it. Okay, so back to number 1. What is this paper about? It is about the Irwin family, about how the Irwin family helps animals. Okay, number 2. Who helps many wild animals? Well, we know this wasn't about Martin Luther King. We didn't read about Susan B. Anthony, but it's the Irwin family because we were reading about them. They are the family who helps the animals. Where did the Irwin family bring the animals? They did not mention anything about a museum or a NASCAR Hall of Fame. They brought those animals to the Australia Zoo. Where is the Irwin family from? They are from Australia. Number 5, where did doctors care for animals? So remember, that's a place that we will go to if we feel very sick or if we get very hurt. So that's the hospital. That's where they took those animals who got hurt, who got burns from the wildfires. And what are koalas and kangaroos? They are wild animals. See, we have a koala right here and a kangaroo right here. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the reading and good luck with your review. You can rewind it if you need to, watch it as many times as you need. Okay, I'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone.